There are certain things that men will do when they are ready to commit. It is predictable. And today we're going to take a look at 7 of the most powerful and most common things that a man does when he is ready to commit to you. Check it out. Hey there, my name is Matt Boggs, and I'm the founder of the Love and Relationships division here at the Brave Thinking Institute, where our mission is empowering people to create and live a life they love. And that includes your love life. So if you like this video, I encourage you to click that little subscribe button and click that little bell, because every week we bring you videos to empower you in your love life. And today we're talking about the signs that he is ready to commit to you. One of the most unnerving moments in a relationship can be that moment when you're deciding how much of your own heart to invest. This is an important thing to know, because in a relationship, you're wondering, should you invest more of yourself? Should you invest more of your time? Should you really open your heart and lean into this relationship? Does he feel the same way as you do? So today we're going to look at 7 signs that your man is leaning towards and ready to commit with you. And the first one is consistency. And there's really 3 things that you're looking for in consistency. Consistency in his texting, check. Consistency in his talking on the phone with you, check. But the most important one is his consistency in time spent with you, check. See, that time is the most limited resource we have. Time is the one thing we cannot create more of. And so where a man spends his time and his money, those 2 things give a great demonstration of what he prioritizes in his life. So if he is texting you, great. If he's talking to you on the phone, great. But if he's spending his personal time with you, prioritizing that, making that matter, that is a great sign that he's ready to commit to you. And so here is what you want to do. In order to give yourself a clear picture of where he is in this regard, give him something called the silent movie test. And the silent movie test is, remember those old black and white silent movies that didn't have any sound, any talking, it was all subtitles? But what you did is you got to see the characters and what their behavior was. If your man was in a silent movie, what is he prioritizing in life? If you took out everything he told you, everything he was saying to you, and all you had to go off of were his actions and where he was, how much time he was spending with you, would you be at one of the top of his priorities? And so if you are, that is a great sign that he is ready to commit, ready to take that next step with you. Now, the second sign that your man is ready to commit is you'll find that he starts being way more open about his finances. And he's curious about your finances. Why? Because he's thinking about blending your finances together. What would it look like? What would it be like if you guys were actually married and you guys were operating and blending finances? What are your spending habits like? Would this actually work together? Now, not every man wants to blend finances when they get married, but the vast majority do. So if he's way more open about personal topics like finances, as a very specific example, that is a great sign that he is ready to commit. Conversely, it's also a sign that a man is wasting your time if he completely avoids personal topics like finances. He doesn't want to answer any questions about that. He really keeps a large portion of his personal life separate from you, private from the relationship. That is a beautiful sign that this guy isn't anywhere close to leaning in and wanting to commit. He wants the relationship at whatever level it is to just simply stay the same. The third sign that this man is ready to commit to you is he raises his game to be with you. And here's what I mean. This man's going to find out whatever the standard is in order to marry you, in order to be exclusive with you, and then he's going to seek to achieve that. I'll give you an example. When my wife and I were dating, and I knew that things were getting serious, that I might want to marry her one day, and I was being more open about my finances, she learned that I had $25,000 in debt, and worse yet, that I had been carrying it for 5 years. And she was like, Matt, I'm not going to marry you with $25,000 of debt. Just so you know, not that you've proposed yet, but I'm just letting you know, I ain't going to marry anybody who's going to bring that debt into the relationship. Here's the irony. I paid that debt off in 6 months. I've been carrying it for 5 years. And when she said she wouldn't be with anyone with that much debt, I was like, all right, I'm getting rid of this debt. I paid it off in 6 months. And so whether it's financial debt whether it's fitness, whether it's a level of income. Your man is going to raise his game to be with you, and you'll see him make attempts at that. You'll see him do what's required to try to provide you with what it is that you want in order for the two of you to be together. And here's the fourth sign that he's ready to commit to you, and I love this one, is he is willing to do the work to make it work. In other words, he is willing to shift his schedule around to match yours. He is willing to drive across town to meet you, at the minimum halfway to meet you. He's willing to move out of state in order to be with you. He's willing to go to the amusement park and hang out on date day with you because that's where your kids want to go. And he wants your kids to be happy because your kids matter to you and you matter to him. This was my case. I actually moved out of my state from Oregon to Southern California just to date my wife. Like, she wasn't my wife at the time. We were just dating, and we had dated long distance for like 8 months, gone out a handful of times, and I was like, this woman is amazing. I don't know if I want to marry her yet, but I do know that I'm committed to finding out if she could be my person. I was committed enough to finding out that I was willing to move my whole life from Oregon to Southern California just to explore the relationship. The man who's into you, the man who's ready to commit to something. See, I was ready to commit if it was right. If it wasn't right, I was like, okay, well, I'll make a different choice. But I wanted something amazing, and I thought she might be the one. Turned out she was the one. But the man who's ready to commit is willing to do the work to make it work. Now, if you would love to attract the kind of man who's ready to do the work to make it work with you, I have a special invitation for you. Once a month, I open up a coaching program called Manifest Your Man that gives you the exact path for how to create the mindset, heart set, and skill set to call in your special person and manifest the man of your dreams. I'll post a link in the description below. Click that link, fill out that form, and explore if this program feels like the right program for you to help you call in your person and manifest your man. And number 5 is he's comfortable talking about your future together. And here's what this means. The man who wants to commit with you does not want to lose you. He does not want you to go off and be with somebody else. So he's often booking concert plans like 6 months out, saying, hey babe, this concert's coming. Why don't we go to this concert together? Or booking a vacation for next fall, whenever that is, and saying, hey babe, would you love to go on this vacation? Let's plan this out. So he's making plans in advance because he wants to be with you. He sees you together. Conversely, the man who is wasting your time is the man who you will notice isn't making those plans. He's not including you in his future plans. Like, those talks have dwindled away and completely stopped happening altogether. And there was a point in my relationship with Irene, after I had moved down to Southern California, after I wanted to explore things with her, I felt like really she could be the one. And that's when the stakes raised and I hit all kinds of limiting beliefs and paradigms. I was like, oh, I have to be sure. And so I entered this phase where I wasn't talking about the future, and she instantly knew it. And after a few months, we had been dating 2.5 years at this point. She came to me and she said, look, I've noticed you're not talking about our future together. I want to know, you don't have to propose to me today, but I want to know, do you see a future with us? And I got wobbly in that moment. And she goes, you need to take 3 days to figure it out. If you don't want to be with me, I'll find somebody else. That's okay. But I love you, Matt. I would love to be with you. I took my 3 days. I went deep in those 3 days, and I realized, no, this is the woman that I want to create a life with. And I came back and I said, you know what? I'm in. I'm not ready to propose today, but I know that if we stay this track and things are good, that yes, I do want to create a life with you. Once I opened up in that regard, all kinds of plans and all kinds of things that I wanted to do with her started to show up in my mind, and we started talking about the future again. So the man who's talking about future plans with you, it's a beautiful sign that he's ready to commit. And the 6th sign that he is ready to commit is he will introduce you to the most important people in his life. When a man wants to bring you deeper into his life by having you meet the most important people in his life, the people that he loves the most. His most important people, they might be his friends, they might be his family, his mom, his dad. Now, there's always cultural nuances. He might be in a culture where you don't introduce a girlfriend until you're ready to propose. But in that case, if he is introducing you and he's in that particular culture, know this, he's very close to proposing in that scenario. And so when a man really begins to open his life up, When he really is into a woman and when he really sees himself with a woman, he sees creating a life with her, the very next natural instinct is to introduce her to the people that are most important to him in his life. I created a video years ago where I talked about unusual signs a man is into you. And one of those is he's not introducing you to his friends. And in that scenario, if he's trying to disconnect from an old group of friends because that old group isn't really on the path where he's headed, but you are, you'll notice that the guy hasn't really formed his brand new group of friends yet. And that's why he's not introducing you to those old friends. So that is one caveat to this. But generally speaking, he will introduce you to the most important people in his life when he's ready to take that next step with you. And the seventh sign that your man is ready to commit is that you're going to see a change in his openness and his vulnerability with you. Now, contrary to popular belief, men want to be emotionally open. It actually feels good to be emotionally open. It's just that most men have been trained not to. Most men have been trained not to talk about their fears or their emotions because emotions equate to weakness. Fears equate to weakness. And so they've been trained to be stoic. They've been trained to shut that stuff down. But when you get a guy with a group of close friends or in a safe place and he finally opens up, every man, that feels so good. It feels so good to take the weight off of having to have it all together, taking the weight off of having to be perfect, having to be the strong one all the time. So when a man is ready to commit, it's because he sees you as his partner. He sees you as his confidant. He sees you as that trusted, not just lover, not just girlfriend, but best friend in his life. And that really is the pinnacle, is to have that level of trust through keeping agreements with one another, through having each other's back, through cherishing each other's feelings and emotions and thoughts over enough period of time where he feels safe enough, where he can really open up to you, increase the level of vulnerability. When he's doing that, he's actually increasing the positioning of the relationship to say, wow, this is someone who's not just my girlfriend, but someone who's my passionate lover and my best friend all in one. And for a man, that is the ultimate package. And so my question for you is, what are the signs that you see when a man is ready to commit? Before he actually makes that commitment, what are some of the behaviors? What are some of the things that you're noticing? Go ahead and post that in the comment section below. I hope this video serves you. I appreciate you. Here's to your amazing love life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.